This is one of the hottest debates of cinema, and you might be wondering, why do I have Mother Convention on my wall? Well, because we are going to be talking about this beef. Yes, this beef. Spoiler alert, there's none. So I will be debunking all theories around this duo and about their win, Emma Stone's win in 2024 on the edition of the 96 Oscar nomination, whatever. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, activate the ring so you don't miss any of the content that I will be uploading very soon, and please don't forget to share this with your friends, with your enemies, or someone you don't like, so I can bring joy to the lives as I usually do. Let's start by asking, why do we bother to attack actors for doing their job? Let's start there. They were literally cast to play a role. They did it wonderfully. Well done. They got their flowers. They got their ovation from the public. They even got nominations. They got wins. But still, people are not satisfied with it. Like, they want more. They want them to, like, fist fight, or I don't know, pull their hairs. I don't know what internet is looking for. Since we are up on the award season, I don't know if this video will come around that time, but since it's award season and Emma Stone has been quite a topic of debate whether her win was deserved or not, yes, I want to talk about this because this really pisses me off. I'm going to talk about the Best Actress category of that year of 2024, on the edition of 2024. The contenders were Annette Bening for Niat, or Nayat, I don't know how that is pronounced, sorry girl if I mispronounced it. Carey Mulligan with Maestro, then Sandra Hüller with Anatomy of a Fall, Queen Cunningham, Lily Gladstone with Killers of the Flower Moon, and finally, the winner of that year, Emma Stone with Poor Things. I mentioned this category so you see how hard it was to choose between these actresses because they did a really good job. I'm not going to lie, I just watched 3 out of the 5. First, Niad didn't quite catch my attention because I'm not really a biopic kind of guy. Maestro, sorry, but I am not really keen on movies that last almost 3 hours. Like, I have to have the energy and the mental state for me to say, like, yes, I'm going to be sitting through the whole 3 hours. Please, editing, make sure that this lasts like 3 hours because I am 90% sure that it does. According to Twitter and all the geniuses that are on that social media platform, say that Emma Stone's win wasn't deserved. And I disagree. And I regret to inform you that I'm going to be defending her during this video, and also defending her because she also got treated poorly. Even though she didn't win, but she got her flowers, her deserved flowers, because I watched the movie. As I told you, I have to be in a certain state to watch a three hour plus movie because this one was like 3 hours and 15, 3 hours and 20 minutes. Martin Scorsese really did a good job casting Lily because that movie was spectacular. I'm going to get into detail with that, but obviously, Poor Things, if you are here on the channel for a long time, or if this is the first video, just to let you know that Poor Things is among my top 4 in Letterboxd. It really was life-changing for me. It made me see life from another perspective, even though there are other debates about the movie being like porn revenge kind of film. So before we do so, I want to do a like a summary of what these movies are about because they are completely different focuses on women. Well, not women. One is about a woman and life itself, and the other one is about a nation. But first, let's start with Killers of the Flower Moon. This is about the story of the killings of the Osage population in the 1920s after the discovery of oil in Oklahoma. I mean, it's pronounced Oklahoma, but I remember that they pronounced it differently. So I'm so sorry if I mispronounced it. But then, Poor Things, if you're not familiar or you haven't watched it, or if you're not really interested in that, well, it's about a woman whose brain is traded by a baby's brain as an unusual experiment conducted by a crazy scientist. And this is based on a book. Please, editing, put the name of the author. But yes, there are different approaches, different realities that they are depicting in the films. Because one is fiction, because the Poor Things is literally fiction, because I haven't read any case of any woman, of any human being whose brain was traded by a baby. I don't know why people took it too personal, but there's that. And the reality about the Killers of the Flower Moon, that was based on real facts, on history that happened. I'm really glad that Martin Scorsese made that movie, because there are a lot of communities that are unheard or that didn't get the opportunity to tell their side of the story. And this was one of the chances of them to um, you know, to be in the podium and start telling what they lived. As I said, I love both movies. However, Killers of the Flower Moon, I wouldn't watch it again because it's sad as fuck. It's sad as fuck. Like, literally, Lily Gladstone's character went through it. I don't know how she survived all of that. Like, literally her family dying one by one, like in front of, well, not in front of her literally, but literally they were falling like flies. She literally saw how each of their family members were dying. I really loved her character because it showed resilience. It really showed resilience. Like, I would have died in the spot. Emma Stone's character, to me, it was really impressive how an actress is capable of doing that. Like, showing all the stages of growth of a human being. From, I mean, being in a woman's body, recreating behaviors from the human being from the very first, from their very first stages, like being a baby, like not talking, like doing things that babies do. I don't know, there were lots of nuances in that character that made me see that, oh, she's crazy, but she's winning. Although she deserved it. However, in my eyes, Emma had it well earned. Because who is capable of doing that? Like, mention to me an actress that is capable of doing what she did. What? I could say Tilda Swinton, because she literally can do anything. She can even play men. I don't know why people are so mad about her win. Because to me, it's one of the best wins of that category in history. Yes, I'm going to be controversial in this video. She is one of the best wins of Best Actress category since Charlize Theron. And who the hell is X? If you're not familiar with Charlize Theron, okay, since Natalie Portman with Black Swan. And yes, Black Swan is in my top 4, so are we surprised? No. Let's start knowing our actresses, because you might say like, oh yeah, Emma Stone. Like, I watch her in, I don't know, The Favorite, or The Help, or The Locals, Spider-Man. I mean, Spider-Man is not like her best role. I haven't watched it, but they say that she contributes a lot to the storyline, and I love that for her, because she got her coin and she contributed to culture. So yeah, I'm not mad at it. But let's start with Emma Stone. Who is she? Emily Jean Stone, born on November the 6th, 1988 in Arizona. I love Scorpios. I love Scorpio women. Okay, moving on. So she started acting since an early age and moved to LA at age 14 to pursue her acting career. I mean, the parents letting her go to an unknown city on her own at that age, brave. I appreciate parents who have faith in their children and in their talents. She gets like a minor breakthrough with her secondary role in Superbad. She was literally like 10 minutes on camera, but she made Lemonade. Since then, her name started making more noise in the industry, and she went on starring in films that were not that successful or so-called flops. I mean, they were flops. And then she got her breakthrough with the leading role in the cultural movement that ECA is. Yes, ECA is in my top 4 again. I'm literally campaigning my top 4 of Letterboxd. What kind of movies do you watch? What kind of movies are your go-to? I mean, mine literally depicts mental illness. Everything shifted for her. Like, her name started just making noise. Like, you could hear Emma Stone. Oh yes, I know her. ECA. Then she started booking major roles in big movies. Just to mention a few: The Help, The Favorite, and her first Oscar-winning role, La La Land. Her latest award-winning movie, Poor Things. She was and is still a recipient of major acting prizes such as the SAG Awards, Golden Globes, BAFTAs, and Oscars, as we all know. She's currently working with Yorgos Lanthimos and producer of several films and series to her name because she has a production company. Let's get to know Lily Gladstone, and I was literally interested by her story because not all actors have degrees, because she has a degree, and now I know why her acting was so on point with everything. Oh, I don't know, even no words and no notes. Lily Catherine Gladstone, born on August the 2nd, 1986 in Montana. She was raised on the Blackfeet Nation, federally recognized as the Indian tribe in the United States. Her family moved to Seattle for a better life and more opportunities, like, yay. She went to university and she got a bachelor degree in fine arts from the University of Montana. She started acting in touring theater company, displaying Native American history to voice the unheard, to voice all the communities, especially hers, because you know how the US has a history on racism. Like, it's really in their history, like it starts there. Everything roots from that problem. She debuted in a drama film called Jimmy P. Psychotherapy of Plains Indian. But she was not only acting, she was also educating people through a YouTube channel about film production called Crash Course. Finally, she was cast in this major movie, Killers of the Flower Moon, as the lead actress. It got universal acclaim for her acting, of course, because she has a degree. And she made history as the first Native American to win major acting awards such as the SAG Awards, Golden Globes, and get Oscar nomination. I'm really glad for her because she literally, besides telling history of her own community, she also made history. You won in life. You made justice somehow to your people and to history itself. Most importantly, she got an invitation to join the Academy Committee. I don't know how easy or hard it is to get a Academy Committee invitation from the Academy, but that's major. Like, you get to vote on, next films, next actresses, next future talents, future stars, because from that category, people skyrocketed. Now that we know both of our actresses and a little bit of their background, let's start the debate. Who deserved it more? I mean, they both deserved it. So that's why there was all of this turmoil of, yeah, I am Team Lily. No, I am Team Emma. No, I am both teams. No, I am not. I am no team. I want her, I don't know, Carey Mulligan to win. I want Sandra Hüller to win. I will try to be as impartial as possible because I love Emma Stone. Unfortunately, I'm not really familiar with Lily Gladstone because after that award season, I haven't heard from her since. And I'm really sad about it. I want to see more of her. I want people to book her. And if she is being booked, where is the promo? Her reps, do something. Emma Stone did a really good job, and I don't think, I mean, that was nuts. what she did was nuts. All of the nuances, all everything about her character, Bella Baxter, was batshit. Like, was crazy batshit. Mention to me an actress that could have done that. No one. If Yorgos Lanthimos hadn't chosen her, I believe that his movie would have flopped, or would have just, be seen as an underrated gem, but not one that is worth talking about always. I support Emma Stone's win. However, I don't support people discrediting her in order to say, yeah, she deserved the win. She deserved it, yes, but she won. She showed more versatility, more something unusual in acting. So that's why the Academy chose her. Not because you are attacking an actress and supporting another, or attacking both, means that the Academy is going to change their mind and give the Oscar to the other contender. I understand that you don't like the movie, you don't like the director, you are disgusted by explicit scenes. Turn it off. There is a key on your keyboard called space. That hits pause. Then you press escape, and then you click on the cross. Or if you want to watch something else, search it up. I believe that people at this point are just hate watching. Like, they don't enjoy movies anymore. And I remember one time when Poor Things came out and Killers of the Moon came out, everyone loved both. Like, there was no hate. Like, we literally lived in paradise. There was no debates, there was no beef. All of the sudden, when Emma started, both of them started like sweeping awards. Oh no, the chaos just disrupted everything. Now people are just saying like, yes, this is white supremacy, like they don't want Native Americans to win. I mean, you could be right, because as I said, the US has a painful history on racism, so there could be a little bit of truth on your argument. However, watch both movies and tell me which one causes more impact. Although she didn't win the Oscar, which is deemed as the major prize of acting, I mean, she made history. She won awards. She won major awards. She made it. She won. Although she made history in acting, she made history for her own community and for history of America. They won in different perspectives, you know? Like, she revolution, okay. She shifted everything regarding acting, okay? Does Emma deserve all the hate? I don't think that any actor deserves hate, except Rami Malek, because that win of Best Actor or Best Supporting Actor, no, that was Best Actor. I was really pissed off, because why do the Academy give an Oscar for a musical that, I don't know, it looked more, I mean, the appearance of Rami Malek in that movie was really just looked like a parody. He deserves the hate. Going back to the actresses, I don't think that anyone deserves any hate, especially Emma, because she only did her job. I mean, she was recognized by it, and that's it. Are people jealous? At this point, I think they are. This edition of Best Actress winners is giving the edition of the 91st Oscar edition Best Actress category, when Olivia Colman won over Yalitza Aparicio. Yalitza Aparicio, if you don't know who she is, she was the lead actress in Rome. Everyone loves Olivia Colman, me included. Some people started attacking her. Like, what did she do? She didn't do anything. She even just started fangirling in one of her speeches. I think that it was at the Oscars or at the BAFTAs.
Thank you so much, Lady Gaga.
Why do you have to hate on actresses or attack actors or actresses just because? Like, get a job, get a hobby. Let's put ourselves in this scenario of what would have happened if Lily Gladstone had won. That would have been a surprise. However, it would have been well deserved, because as I said, she was a beast. She was spectacular in that role. However, I think that she was going to start getting treated like Michelle Yeoh in the 95th edition of the Best Actress category. She would have received that kind of treatment. She won because Michelle Yeoh, she had her, I mean, she was decades in the industry and she got her breakthrough being a woman of age and a woman of color. Like, that was a major recognition because, as I said, it puts people from minorities on the spotlight. Like, yes, if you, I remember vividly her speech.
For all the little boys and girls who look like me watching tonight, this is a beacon of hope and possibilities.
I still read comments sometimes on Twitter that people are somehow, I don't know why, disagreeing with that win, with Michelle Yeoh's win. So I don't get it. I really don't get it. That was my take on this duo, this talented duo, this mother convention. To me, in that edition of the Academy, Emma, Lily, and Sandra were my top three. Like, if any of them had taken it, I would have been happy. Now I am in the page of Wikipedia of the Best Actress winners, and to me, from the 2010s, 2020, Natalie Portman was really a great win. Julianne Moore in 2014 also. There is something in 2017 that I'm really not pissed. I have a bittersweet taste in my mouth about that win with Frances McDormand. Although Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri was phenomenal. I love that movie. It was sad but comedic at the same time because of the batshit crazy things that her character did. I think that Sally Hawkins should have taken this. She learned sign language for that role specifically. She learned sign language. This is giving, although he just debuted in the film industry like as a major star in TV. This is giving Connor Story, who learned Russian in 2 weeks. Who learns Russian in 2 weeks? I would have learned how to say hello, goodbye, and how are you in 2 years. And I think that she should have taken that because that to me that was impressive. This is like the Grammys, that Academy has their darlings, and not to discredit Frances, but I think that she is one of them. Although she is great actress, I'm not going to lie, she's a great actress. I'm happy that she got it. However, to my eyes, in my perspective, Sally should have taken it home. 2019 was kind of, dry. Although in 2022, something that I will always be pissed. Now, this is where I get pissed, is when someone who is talented don't get their flowers. In this case, it's about Andrea Riseborough. I remember when the categories came out, everyone was like,
"Where did she come from?"
what do you mean, where did she come from? She was in the industry for years. To me, she's one of the chameleons of Hollywood. That woman can do any role. Now that I think about it, she could have done Bella Baxter, although it's not her style because she's more of a drama kind of girly. Don't discredit my girly like that. I watched To Leslie. To me, you were one of the top contenders. But Michelle Yeoh won it because she literally was everywhere. She was everything all at once. What we talked about the Emma versus Lily kind of unexistent beef. And in 2024, I'm glad that Mikey won it because she is really a great actress. However, I think that Demi Moore deserved it because she was always regarded as just a sex symbol. She was really discredited during her former years, like from before when she was younger, or where she was in her beginnings. Like, you thought she was in her prime? No, she is in her prime. Although I'm glad for Mikey because this really skyrocketed her into stardom. Although she was well known in the horror film community because of Scream 5, but I'm really glad that she made it, being that young. Younger than me. Like I am literally, I sometimes feel bad for myself because the fact that some actors are younger than me and they are doing that. What am I doing? Well, I'm sitting here talking about them. That was all for today's video about these queens. Let me know in the comments what you thought about their movies, what you loved about them. I don't want anyone saying like, yes, she deserved it, she didn't. Like, no. Come on, guys. Like, let's recognize actresses for their job. They literally pulled it off. They are legends. They are legends in different forms, different perspectives, but still legends. So thank you very much if you reached this part of the video. I hope that you liked it. Let me know if you would like me to do a best actor category, to see which ones were fair, which ones weren't, what movies were like, whoa, from the 2010s, 2020s, because I don't remember anything from before. But yes, let me know if you would like this kind of video. This was kind of a new format that I am implementing to the channel because I want to talk more. Like, I love watching movies and talking over them or giving my comments and reactions, but this kind of feels like I have more to say, and I can take my time to voice my opinion, my take on what I thought about acting, production, or the wins in this case from award season. So yes, guys, thank you very much for joining, and yes, see you in the next video. And let me know if you would like a best actor down below so I can start preparing it. So yes, see you soon. Bye.